But first, it's the real business of winning things, or indeed, in the case of West Ham, of surviving. Yesterday, they had to beat European champions Liverpool to give themselves a real chance of staying in the First Division. What a task for them. But also, what a crowd there was at Upton Park to see it. 37,000, their best of the season, with the gates closed there just before the start.
It's a West Ham crowd that have got to have the stomach and nerve for a fight this afternoon. It's an afternoon when their team has got to come up with one or two answers. Can striker David Cross maintain his goal record, 10 in some 23 games for West Ham since he arrived from West Bromwich Albion? Can Trevor Brooking again find the angles and the skills in midfield to find those match-winning openings? Can Billy Bonds galvanise his team, as he has so often in the past, to produce a performance that is exceptional? And can goalkeeper Bobby Ferguson pull out one of those inspired days and keep Liverpool at bay? They are the key issues, perhaps, as West Ham field this side. Derek Hales is still not recovered from a shoulder injury, so manager John Lyall fields the side that gained an important win at Middlesbrough in midweek. Good recent record at home for West Ham. They've won their last 4 at Upton Park. Liverpool, even without Tommy Smith, who's got a foot injury, and Steve Highway, who has damaged ribs, well, what a formidable lineup that is. Alan Hansen replaces Smith. David Fairclough is in for Highway. Every one of those Liverpool outfield players has been on the score sheet this season. The referee today, that's Darryl Reeves, who comes from Uxbridge, and now we're just about ready for one of West Ham's most important afternoons in their whole history. So the time for speculation is past, and the time for action is here. West Ham attacking the goal to our left in the dark shirts and white shorts. Liverpool in their change strip of white with black shorts. Here's Brooking. Oh, that almost came for Holland to pick a little header in there, but it's come for Brooking again to turn it in this time. He hoped a little lower and more effectively, but it came to nothing. And here's Dalglish, stopped though by Bill Green. Now young Alvin Martin. And offside against 3 West Ham players, Robson, Cross and Brooking. And we got both goals at Middlesbrough in midweek. David Cross. Hughes with the kick towards Dalglish. Oh, Alvin Martin was there with him. Here's Phil Thompson finding McDermott. Forward again for Dalglish. They mustn't let him turn like that, and he's done it though. Case coming up as well. McDermott in there too. Now Saunis, time almost to tee up a shot, and he finds Kennedy on the far side instead. They're looking rather good at the moment, Liverpool. Kennedy crossing that one in, and it's Kerbishley right back getting it away, but only as far as Phil Neal. Saunis. McDermott, look at the space there. He could look up and consider one or two things. He was only just outside the West Ham box. That's a lovely ball, though, but cut out well by Lampard. McDermott again with a shot, this time charged down by Bill Green, and West Ham at the moment a pen right back and can't do anything about it. Hansen this time, planting it forward again. Through to Bobby Ferguson. It's a fairly unsteady opening for West Ham. West Ham's throw, Frank Lampard with it, number 3. Brooking. Jimmy Case got the better of it. Here's Alvin Martin. That's a throw to Liverpool. Well, the linesman said one way. The referee points towards West Ham. Ryan Robson. And a little touch in the back there from Saunis. A free kick to West Ham. Lampard floated high there, and Cross is there. Took a good quick reaction save there from Clements. Free kick floated in high. Cross getting up well, as he does so often at the far side, heading it down, and a quick grab by Clements. Fairclough playing it back now to Dalglish, and looking in quickly to deny the Scot a chance to turn and make progress. Now, Robson on his way. Thompson hitting it back, and Clements way outside his area. Prevents the corner. Now, what is Clements going to do? Yes, well, that was the safety. It's a West Ham throw. Looking at a corner. Ball coming off McDermott. Bill Green and Alvin Martin are coming up. Here's Brooking. Hit in low this time, flicked over by Cross. He's having a lively start. The corner worked so that Brooking could hit it in low. It was no more than a flick from Cross, but it was over the bar. Alvin Martin sticking well to his man, the little back heel there by Tommy Taylor. And another free kick to West Ham. Little chip, finding Trevor Brooking. Oh, and Clements down just before Robson could get to it. Not quite the calculation that Trevor Brooking meant. He took that well, and he calculated it and looked for Robson. Clements was there. Salas picking up the loose one. Fairclough. Long cross there. Martin hiding that behind for the corner. It's a real test for this young man. He's only had some half a dozen so games. And to be pitched into this sort of crisis is a real test of his temperament. Oh, Phil Neal in a lot of space. And punched away by Ferguson, but not for very far. Hughes now trying another one. And the space was there for Neal to exploit from that corner. And he really hammered that ball, and Ferguson got well behind it, punching it out. And Ferguson will feel better for that. And here's Fairclough. Martin. Holland. Kerbishley. Oh, what a ball by Kerbishley for Tommy Taylor. Calls for a good cross. Hasn't got a bad one, and Cross hitting it back into the side netting. What a ball by Kerbishley, though. And Tommy Taylor right up there. Good cross by him. And Cross getting up well at the far post and into the side netting with it. It's a West Ham throw. Brooking, Bonds. Kerbishley. Well, Liverpool got plenty back. As Taylor lifts another one high in there towards Robson. Oh, and kicked off the line by Phil Thompson. That could hardly have been closer. And I can't quite think what Clements was about there, because as that high one came in, you would have thought it was certainly odds on him getting it, but Brian Robson must have got a touch. And Phil Thompson, who in the end had to kick it off the line. Free kick. Ten minutes to go to half-time. Well, this is where the wall has got to remain secure, and where it's got to be properly lined up, and where Ferguson has got to be really agile on his line. Case, who could really hammer them, might well be the fellow who's going to try and pierce this wall, but he couldn't do it. It is out for Salas. Now with Holland. Oh, taken down by Case there. That's going to be a yellow card for Jimmy Case. Yellow card for that challenge that we see again there. Now offside. Crowd not happy with the linesman's decision for that. Thompson with the long high kick. Green coming for it, and Lampard coming for it. McDermott challenged by Brooking. Neal lost again towards Kennedy, and now it's with Robson. Oh, what a bad pass there, cut out by Emlyn Hughes. And Case let it go through, McDermott! That's a goal for Liverpool. Well, that's a shattering blow then for West Ham. And it all began when Brian Robson's pass didn't reach his man, and Liverpool pounced on it. And the ball eventually came through to McDermott. All the goals to aim at. 1-0. West Ham 0, Liverpool 1. Terry McDermott the scorer. It's a bad start for West Ham. Derek Hales just won John Lyle there. Sort of forward who might well be able to get something in a game like this, except that he's got a shoulder injury. Bonds. Liverpool building up that much quicker from the back. Okay, there seemed to be an elbow there from David Cross as he went for that ball. That time on Saunis. Curvishly. A few up now, West Ham. If someone can fling the ball into the centre as Tommy Taylor's done. There's Robson with a header. And time added on for stoppages at the end of the first half. But now the first half is at an end. First half where Liverpool have looked mean and efficient and formidable, and indeed are a goal ahead with the one by Terry McDermott. Although it's in defence where Liverpool have hustled and have given absolutely nothing away. And clearly the task is a formidable one now for West Ham to come from a goal down to get the 2 points they desperately want to help maintain their First Division status. Half-time then at Upton Park is West Ham 0, Liverpool 1. We'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back to Upton Park. Liverpool leading by a goal to 0 here, and the villain of the piece, there he is, Terry McDermott. So far as West Ham fans are concerned, well, West Ham now have 45 minutes in which to redeem themselves and to produce a couple of goals that can possibly bring a couple of precious points. Cross involved there, I think, with Phil Thompson. Referee Reeves feeling that he needs to have a word with the West Ham number 9. As though he might have to go off. No, he's okay. And the ball going back to Ray Clements. West Ham pushed a lot of defenders forward, and in the end Martin decided his nerve wouldn't quite stand it. He went back. There's plenty of worry on the face of John Lyle. Derek Hales and Mervyn Day behind him. Bonds with the throw. And just at the moment, West Ham just cannot get going. And in fact, most of the afternoon, they haven't really been able to put a convincing bit of style onto their play. But now maybe Kerbishley can. That's a lovely ball played for Holland. Played inside again. Cross. Turning and failing to get it properly. But that's the best West Ham, certainly the most incisive West Ham move we've had. The ball played through there delightfully for Matt Holland. He hit it in low, and Cross didn't quite get hold of it. Devonshire scored a useful few goals in his time. Bonds down the line to Holland. So little space, though. Bonds again. Robson the cross. Kerbishley now for Holland. This time for Billy Bonds. And Robson. Trevor Brooking. That's the cross going in. Oh! It wanted just a touch from Holland. It didn't get it. Clements half thought that it might, and was very grateful indeed to just grab hold of that ball. It's Tommy Taylor who's come off. Cross. Thompson. Sanis. Dalglish. And a beautiful ball played by Sanis for Fairclough. That's a beautiful goal. That's number 2, and now it's probably beyond recall for West Ham. What acceleration there by Fairclough. Sanis put it through, and Fairclough always had the edge, and once he'd got it, bang. So Billy Bonds, the skipper of West Ham, they flirted with relegation for a few seasons now. It's fast becoming a reality for the Hammers. So 2-0 to Liverpool. A bad day for West Ham. Devonshire now on for them. And Tommy Taylor off. Brooking with a long cross, but that's going into the crowd. So Owen Devonshire comes on. Midfielder on, and the defender come midfielder off. Well, John Lyle was saying before the game, we've got to attack, not recklessly, but we've got to attack. I think it's getting to the point now where they've got to attack and take risks that have to be taken at the back. A few brave souls still singing the West Ham song, the Bubble song. Well, that would encase 3 against 1. Only Bill Green is back, and here's Kenny Dalglish. Formality surely for number 3. It is now. No, it's not. It is now. And still the game goes on. What an amazing incident. Dalglish was put through, and it looked a mere formality putting it past Bobby Ferguson, but he missed. He had a second go. The ball hit the crossbar. It came down to Jimmy Case. Everybody stopped. And still they couldn't put the ball away, and the whistle didn't go. Devonshire, Brooking, Devonshire again, here's Brooking. Again, they're crossing not up to much. And Dalglish hooking it for Kennedy. It's a nice ball played by Kennedy for Kenny Dalglish. Here's McDermott on the far side. A little chip by him, just floating past the post. Good searching move again by Liverpool, and the final effort by McDermott just going that little bit wide. Phil Neal injured there. Yellow card there for David Cross. And the clash there with Phil Neal. Looks as though Neil is okay to go on. Well, I think he probably feels a lot happier and healthier than John Lyle does. It's Billy Bonds, really just playing out the last couple of minutes now. Brooking, turning it back in again. There was a half chance coming West Ham's way then. Martin, who'd gone up into the attack. Notice he had a word with the West Ham bench a moment ago when Neil was injured and obviously was told to go up amongst the front men. Very nearly paid off for him straight away. And there goes the final whistle that could signal the end of a First Division life, for the time being at any rate, for West Ham United. A defeat on a day they badly needed a victory. And now they can only wait to see what results of other teams in relegation trouble around them, just to see what happens there, with the goals by McDermott in the first half and Fairclough in the second. They're getting a... Oh, and West Ham are coming back out again. Well, a good gesture to a good, faithful crowd that have stuck with them, and really have stuck with them well today, given them all the support and encouragement they could possibly desire. And West Ham's players in turn are saying thank you to the West Ham crowd. A great gesture on what surely is going to be a very sad occasion indeed here at Upton Park. With a final scoreline then here at Upton Park, which is West Ham 0, Liverpool 2.
Well, West Ham need a miracle now. That defeat for them and victory for Wolves against Manchester United yesterday means that if West Ham are to survive, then Wolves must lose their last two games. That's at home to Aston Villa this week. Mind you, with Villa still searching for a UEFA Cup place next season, that's by no means a formality, and away to Ipswich on the Tuesday after the Cup final. If they go down, West Ham no doubt will rue the fact that they've been so hard hit by injuries all season they've had to use no fewer than 23 players in their first team this season. And if they go down, let's hope they get back quickly. I think they've certainly got a squad capable of doing that. But what a brilliant performance it was yesterday by the West Ham crowd. What support, especially right at the end of the game, when in reality they had so little to cheer.